Hello viewers and welcome to another exciting episode of Erongo Talk. I'm your host Nico Nangolo and today we're here at the jetty in Walvis Bay where as per usual we bring you your latest news updates when weather diet, and today we also chat with Palms for Lives Fund's National Coordinator Kingston Makoni, who talks about the second phase of COSDEF's Sun Youth Skill Training program, which was recently launched in Swakopmund. So make sure to stay tuned. We'll be right back after the break. And now for our first story of the day, the opening ceremony for Bridging the Gap School Sports Development Program took place at the Venita Sports Field in Swakopmund on Saturday. This is the second time the initiative by Namibia's leading diamond mining company, Deb Marine, in partnership with Namibia School Sports Union, is being hosted. The event was first launched in 2019 but had to take a 2-year forced break from the local school sporting calendar due to COVID-19. The school sports program caters for schools from all 14 regions of the country, with over 700 learners in the under 15 and under 17 competing in football, netball and athletics disciplines. On the occasion, the Chief Executive Officer of Deb Marine Namibia, Otto Shikongo, emphasized that the private sector has a responsibility to assist government in the development of sport. We are sponsoring this competition to improve the sports among the youth at grassroots levels. This initiative helps the country identify future stars as well as give them a platform to shine. We are also using this platform to conduct a school outreach program through which we promote awareness of career opportunities within the marine diamond recovery sector, coupled as well as marine environmental awareness. And now for our second story of the day, the Development Bank of Namibia and Namibia Investment Promotion Board have formalized their cooperation with a memorandum of understanding signed on the 28th of September. The two development agencies have cooperated in the past, notably when DBN accompanied the Namibia Investment Promotion Board Note to Grow outreach program, during which DBN introduced its products of SMEs in 26 towns. Speaking about the need for cooperation, DBN CEO Martin Ikumbi said that the bank is a financing agency that is dependent on the demand of potential borrowers. Although DBN promotes its finance and associated services, the promotion of economic participation through enterprise activities is the specialist field of Namibia Investment Promotion Board. The MOU, which focuses on SMEs, harnesses the capacity of both agencies to further develop SMEs. Speaking about the need for interagency cooperations, Ikumbi said that there are a couple of initiatives to develop, but these initiatives often replicate the work performed by others. And now for our third story of the day, the Namibia Revenue Agency has collected half of its targeted revenue for the 2022 and 2023 fiscal year and is on course to reach 50 billion Namibian dollars should economic performance remain consistent. This according to the agency, to the Revenue Agency's communications manager, Stevens Ndorokaze, who said it had 50% of its targeted revenue collection in just 5 months. From the 1st of April to the 31st of August, NAMRA collected a net revenue amount of 25 billion Namibian dollars, which equates to around 50% of the annual target for the financial year. He was positive the agency would meet its revenue target for the fiscal year, which ends on the 31st of March 2023. Should the economy perform the way it has and even surpass the target set, should economic activity improve? The performance suggests that we could be on course to attain our set annual target. Everything else remains, if everything else remaining consistent. However, if the economic performance improves the coming months, it will most likely have a positive impact on the revenue collection, coupled with increased compliance by taxpayers and traders. Ndora Kazi said the revenue agency is expected to collect 50.3 billion Namibian dollars through the current financial year, he added. Now, if you want to read more on this or any of our other stories, you can check out our website. That's at www.erongo.com.na. That's www.erongo.com.na. Up next, we have our interview, so stay tuned. We'll be right back after the break.
Erongo Talk brings you community news in the Erongo region. Erongo Talk aims to reach coastal residents, keeping them updated on what's happening in their community. This show is broadcasted on NTV, 102.com, and cross-shared on the following Facebook platforms: Erongo, The Republican, Algemeine Zeitung, Namibian Sun, and Namibia Media Holdings. Erongo Talk focuses on community news, weather update, fishing report, helpful tips, as well as sport and entertainment. For news-related or advertising queries, contact Erongo Talk at synergy.com.na. Erongo Talk, our community, your news.
It is really an honor to be here today to witness the launch of the second phase of the Sun Youth Scholarship Program, which I would say it is a collaborative effort that involves Pounds for Life, the government of Namibia, in particular the Ministry of Gender, Equality, Poverty, Education and Social Welfare, and COSDEF. To us, as Pounds for Life, this has been an exciting journey, as well as a challenging one, which started almost now 2 years. I still remember when we started the discussions with Mr. Miller, Mr. Nicholas about this war program. At times we would ask ourselves if we were not over-ambitious, because we were talking of 400 students, 500 students. And I still remember, which were at that time really, I would say, constructive input from different stakeholders to say, do you think this is a good idea to start with such a big number, considering the challenges that we have observed in the education of some youth in Namibia? But I would really want to thank Ms. Jeremula and the team, as well as Ms. Namandi and the team, because you said, no, let us go for it. And we started with 402 Sun Youth, and I'm happy to say 380 are still in the program today. And I think to everyone, thank you so much. And this encouraged our grant makers, when they saw the success of the first intake, to say, let us go with the second phase of this program. And now we have 327 youth again, going first through the bridging course and eventually articulating to the mainstream TVET system. But for us, the reason why we started this program, we realized that for the Sun youth in different communities, they should dream like any other youth in Namibia. They should dream beyond the horizons of their communities, beyond the walls of their houses. But one thing that we realized, for this to be successful, it was supposed to be a concerted effort between us, the government of Namibia, COSDEF, different development partners, the parents, and the communities. And I'm happy to say this has been the journey, and this is still the journey. Thank you, everyone, for that. I really want to take this opportunity to thank the Division for Marginalized Communities. Some people say it's very difficult to work with government, but for me it has been very, very easy. And thank you so much for making it so easier for us. Today we are saying we have 380. I still remember when we started the 400 students, how the development planners worked tirelessly in identifying these students, in bringing them, and at times driving in the middle of the night to different remote areas to pick these students and bring them to COSDEF centers for their initial registration. I know they are not here, but please, on behalf of Palms for Life, I would like to say, please, we thank them. Thank you very much for your effort. To COSDEF, the instructors here present, different COSDEF centers, it's not easy. I know so often we engage, we have challenges, we discuss, we find solutions. You have been so patient, not only with us at Palms for Life, but with the students that we are working with. And I don't have words enough to say thank you as well. I would want really to emphasize that this scholarship program is the largest in the history in terms of vocational training that targets San youth. But it is also one that will provide unparalleled opportunities for these youth. And as Palms for Life, would want to say we remain committed and dedicated to support this program. We know the next phase of the program, especially now, that some of the youth who enrolled last year, they will be next year, some of them will be graduating or exiting COSDEF centers. Some of them going for level 3 for them to be recognized artisans. I think the challenge that is there for Palms for Life, COSDEF, as well as the government of Namibia and other stakeholders, is that we should make sure that this investment is not all for nothing. This is now our challenge. And as Palms for Life, we have already started to engage different stakeholders to have a serious discussion to say we should not just train our youth for the sake of training for the numbers, but have a clear exit opportunities for them. If you are going to leave COSDEF Center in level 2, what are the opportunities? The industry should open their doors. Those who mentor SMEs, they should also open their doors. And as Palms for Life, we are dedicated as an organization to really start these serious conversations so that this investment does not just go down the drain. To all you successful trainees, on behalf of the 327 that are in 5 different towns, I say to you, grab this chance with both hands. And as I said initially, dream beyond the walls of COSDEF, Swakopmund, Gobabis, Rundu, Ondangwa, Erongo, Talk. Dream beyond the borders of Namibia, because you are not only the future. You are important now and in the future of this country.
Take a load off and tune into another episode of Brave Namibia as we take a look at both ordinary and extraordinary Namibians. Brave Namibia is broadcasted on NTV Saturdays at 6:30 p.m. and oneup2.com, as well as broadcasted on the following Facebook platforms on Wednesday at 5:30 p.m. Republican, Algemeine Titan, Namibian Sun, and all Namibia Media Holdings pages. For more information, contact the Brave team at brave@synergy.com.na. Brave Namibia, for the ordinary and extraordinary Namibians.
I guess it happened around 2007, 2008. The original owners, they have a farm in Namibia, and their love for Namibia just started. And then they decided to start with one of the first lodges, Toshari Lodge, which is close to Etosha. And from there, the love just grew. And now it's a family-run business with 4 properties. And in the meanwhile, their kids have actually taken over, their daughter and son-in-law. And it's just been doing very well. So we've got 4 properties, Olive Grove Guest House in Windhoek, Driftwood Guest House in Swakopmund, as well as Swakopmund Sands, and then Toshari Lodge. And that is Kuber & Co, a love for Namibia and tourism. I think, since COVID, we've all been skeptical to try new things. And what if it fails? What if it happens again, that we are back in lockdown and so on? And I think that our mind just changed into, why not? Why wait? When we were, for 2 years, we were standing still and couldn't do anything. And then all these opportunities come up again where we can actually go out and meet new people and actually show the rest of Namibia our product that we actually launched in the second year of COVID. So we just decided that a lot of locals also supported us during COVID time, that it would be the best opportunity to actually get to meet everyone and show everyone our new company, which is Quiver & Co., and invite more people to see us and visit us. A lot of us don't have the chance to go overseas because it's obviously way too expensive. So the best way to then get to be a tourist is to see your own country. And I mean, like I said, locals have been supporting us throughout COVID time, that now, you know, my kids even can tell their friends about Etosha and can tell their friends, wow, we've been to Sossusvlei. We never were able to do that because it was just way too expensive. So now with a lot of local companies giving local rates, it makes it so much better, and everyone gets to see the country, our country, and that's why it's been so great for locals to visit us. Usually you just do reservations behind a computer, and I get to meet overseas guests behind a desk. So actually being at the expo, meeting the tour operators, meeting other people in the same industry, sharing ideas, finding out, wow, how can we, you know, include everyone and just be productive in the middle. We can't just be on our own and decide, oh, we'll just do our own marketing, but you need everyone to pull together. And I think
The Regional Review brings you news, views, and interviews from NMH correspondents from across the country. If you would like to feature your brand or campaign on this platform, contact regional@synergy.com.na.
Tourismus Namibia is a weekly tourism show that brings you the latest news in the tourism industry and topics related to that. If you would like to feature your brand or campaign on this platform, contact tourismus@synergy.com.na for news and advertising related queries. Tourismus, bring the world to Namibia.
And And unfortunately, we have come to the end of our episode. But for more news, you can check out our website. That's at www.erongo.com.na. That's www.erongo.com.na. You can also send us your news tips at newstips@erongo.com.na, or you can share with us your story on our WhatsApp and our Telegram. That's at 0811 7040. That's 0811 7040. Now, you can also follow us on our social media platforms. That's Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Alternatively, you can check out our online channel. That's oneofdu.com. Or you can simply check us out on DSTV channel 285 or on GoTV channel 94. Now, that was all from my side. Until next time, it's adios.